Show me how you work. Barra. Okay, there we go. We're on live. There we go. Uh like I said, I don't want to do much on live. It is just a common courtesy thing for a streamer or somebody that does social media to do, just to be like, just to keep up appearances. This is kind of like PR, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, bro, just go on live and just to say hi to the people. And that's what I'm doing. So my job in the family is to manage the receipts that go through. Like, what I want to say is, bro, like, people with businesses, especially small businesses, they get treated as if they are a big ass corporate company. You know what I mean? And I think that is a really messed up point of view to have of people that generally are helping you. Small businesses, like small business restaurants and stuff like that. Like, people expect, like, okay, if you're a small business, I expect to call you and I expect you to answer. I expect you to fix things at a timely manner. And it's like, the people that deal with people with small businesses probably never went to a corporate business and saw how they worked. Like, they just treat you like crap. Okay? That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. And like, you're trying to keep up with them and they're like, you're not keeping up with me. What's wrong with these things? And it's like, yo, bro. And the biggest thing that I have to say is, like, for example, old buildings. Like, old buildings, you can only do so much with them. And like, you have these people that are like, yo, bro, what's wrong with my heating? And it's not like they've run out of heat for a very long time. Like, for example, this one tenant, she has problems with her heat. For some reason, there's something wrong with the heat. The boiler fills up with water a lot of the time, and when you drain the water, it comes back on. But if there's too much water in the boiler, like, what that does is that shuts off the boiler, so she doesn't have any heat. And what she just gets pissed off. It happened twice, and these are the first two times that it happened, and she's like, this happened before, why is this happening? Like, this is not good. I want my heating back on. And it's like, bro, literally, you go without heat for a day or two and then it gets fixed. But like, you got to see, when you own your own home, that's what these people act like. When Drake said, how am I supposed to expect you to know your own place when you never had your own place? Bro, that is the most important line that Drake has ever said, bro. How am I supposed to expect you to know your own place when you never owned your own place? Like, these people need a crash course with these buildings. It's like, all right, if you have 100-year-old building, okay, there's a couple of things that will go wrong. It will go wrong. It might go wrong. This is not a new building that's been built in 2010. You know what I mean? Like, buildings built back in 2010, The building that we own has been built in 1910. 1910. The building is over 100 years old. And you're getting cheap rent, and you're like, why is all these things happening? I'm sorry, the building is old, dude. The building is old. What do you expect? That is what's going to happen. That is what you have to expect. Hey, that's how it works, bro. That's how it works. You get pissed all you want. You get mad. You could be like, this is not the way that things are supposed to work. It's like, yo, bro, that's exactly how things are going to work. And then you have people that are working on it 24/7. Like, you know, whenever her heat went off, she would call us and we would be like, okay, we'll head there. She'd be calling us at like freaking 9 o'clock at night. She always calls at like 9 in inconvenient times. She's like, my heat doesn't work. It'd be 9 o'clock and it'd be like, okay, fine, we'll go over there. We're 30 minutes away from the building. We'll go over there and we will turn on her boiler for her. And it's like, all right, you got heat for the night. But like, imagine if this was a big company. Like, they don't understand. They've never had their own place. They don't understand. And because like May lives in a luxury apartment. Do you think she doesn't even have heat? Like, she's using electric heaters to heat up her place because the heating unit inside the apartment does not work. So she uses electric heaters. She complains. Yes, she does complain. She's like, why isn't this getting done? But it's been years since her heat has worked. And you're sitting there getting mad at us because your heat doesn't work for 1 or 2 days? That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy. So I try to open up these lives with a little bit of commentary and a little bit of talk so that like you can watch it and you'll be like, oh, he at least talked. But like when you see me on my computer, I'm going to be silent. Like, it's just going to be a silent thing. And whoever stops by says hello. That's cool. Like, I'm just here to vibe with the world. Unfortunately, like, I can't be like Koala Puffs where she's like, yo, I'm going to be on live. We're going to smoke some dabs. Like, that's how I want it to be. That is exactly how I want it to be. I would have my own apartment right now. Right now, if things went my way, I would have my own apartment. We would be smoking dabs. But like, the thing about me was like, I didn't go the legal route. That just wasn't my path in life. My path, I wanted to be a dealer. And unfortunately, the way that people look at dealers, they're not real people. You know what I mean? They don't treat us like we're real. We are outsiders. We're outsiders, bro. They don't want us around. They're annoyed of us. They want to put us in jail. They want to take away all of our rights. And unfortunately, that's how it typically goes for people that's used to smoke weed back in the day. And, you know, they used to arrest people for having a dime on them. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to arrest you because you have a dime of weed. It's the devil's lettuce. That's why I hate religions, bro. Like, you'll ask me, why aren't I religious? My parents are religious. I will tell you straight up. It's like, I hate religion. Like, it's the way that you people work it. It's very annoying and it's very backwards. Because of religion, that is why my fellow compatriots are being treated the way that they are being treated. Like, for example, Dan, like, did you really have to put that dude in jail? Did you, like, do you know what he's done other than jail? Like, people don't, that's what I don't like about the system, because it judges you for one moment in time, even though there is hundreds of moments in that time. Show me how you work. Okay. So this is January. This is February. Show me how you work. Ba-da-da. Yeah, bro. My fellow compatriots, bro. I got that new word from this manga I was reading. Black Torch. It was a short one. I didn't realize how short it would be. I just made a couple of videos. This camera dies so fast. This is like, I'm sorry, the Nikon Z30. I'm not really too happy about it because it's just like, it's something that it's not usable. You know what I mean? Like, this is what people don't understand. It's like, have you ever bought something that was sophisticated? You know, have you ever dealt with something that's sophisticated? When you buy, it's like I said, you have people that have been in apartments their whole life, and they've only dealt with a certain amount of things, and when they deal with new things, they start to freak out. They're like, I don't know what's going on. Help me, help me. And it's like, all right, just calm down. We got you. We got you. But then there's people that like start getting rude and they start having an attitude. Those are the people that I don't like. It's like, it's house management, bro. There's only so much you could do. There's only so much money in this world that you can work with. And you're demanding that there be more money pumped into you just for you, just for you. You know, and you're like, I deserve to have all this money put towards me. And it's like, yo, I'm sorry to say, but like, you're not that important, and you don't think, you're not a problem solver. You know, you're just a yeller. You know what I mean? You're just gonna cry wolf every single time. And it's just like, bro, you're annoying. Yeah, but I saw my sister sent us the message that a tenant sent to her. And you know, like it was terrible. Like, Belinda doesn't answer anybody, bro. That shit's annoying. That should be annoying, bro. She like left her on red so many times. I guess she's just so used to Apple phones. It's like, as long as I read your message, you should be fine. It's like, whoa, bro, fucking answer it. What do you mean just read? Yeah, she did that with me. But it's like owning a car. You know what I mean? It's like, why do you, just because you have a person that you can complain to, you're gonna act like a dickhead? Like, how does your car work? Everybody should know that. Everybody should have a car. How does your car work? All right, if you don't pay for something, it doesn't work, right? Your heat doesn't work, your air conditioning doesn't work. You need a new compressor, you need to refill it, you need to do something, or else you need to buy a new car. If you think that something has too much problems, then you get something else. And you're like, all right, I don't want to work with this. I would much rather deal with something else. That's how cars work. You know how a car works. And people don't understand. It's like, when you start making more money and the stuff that you buy becomes more sophisticated, the more that they will break. And people don't realize that. It's like, because you'll buy a Honda and you won't take that shit to service for, it's supposed to be serviced every 3 months. You won't service it for every 6 months. Buy a Bugatti and do that with a Bugatti. I dare you to. Buy a Bugatti and do that with a Bugatti. And then you will clearly see that they're going to look at you. They're going to be like, you were supposed to take this in 3 months ago. And you're going to be like, I don't like how it works. It's not working well. So, bro, you're not listening. You're not taking care of it. You're not being patient with it. You know, you need to take it into the shop and you can't drive it for that day. You don't have a car for a day. Now, if you bought the luxury package, you will get a rental car. But if you didn't get a package, you're not going to get a rental car. You're going to have to go without a car for a day. And I hope you have a backup car. Like, bro, that's how it works. That's literally how it works. So why do you think a house is any different? I don't know. People that rent, I'm telling you, bro, they don't think about a lot of stuff. They're like little, oh my gosh, they're just little, I'm trying to think of that word, not patented, pampered nerd, like pampered turds. They're pampered, bro. Show me how you work. Nikon Z30 with the whole hem. You know, I was thinking about getting the Ray-Bans, but I think I want to hold off on it. Like, regardless, I'm going to have to spend money. That's what I have to see. I have to see that, bro. Regardless, I'm going to have to spend money. And when I spend that money, oh boy. When I spend that money, bro, I'm going to be hurting either way. I haven't really been saving money, though. There's not much you can do with $12,000. There's not much you can do with it. It's only $12,000. And the things that I buy are like $500 each. Show me how you, but I use them. I use them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yo, there was this rapper and he was sitting there rapping and then all of a sudden he burps and I'm like, yo, people burp too. But it was so nasty. Like, I was like, I was in there looking at it. I was like, ew. That's why people cut out stuff. That's why this live thing is so much better, because it's just like, it's not, when people edit videos, it's just not really real to me. To me, it's just, it was very fake. And I'm looking at these videos and I'm like, these are just like clips of perfection. And that gives everybody the wrong idea. It's like, yo, bro, not everybody's perfect. Not everybody's perfect. So why do we make believe that everybody's perfect? You know, it's just like what we think about beautiful people, what we think about people that are born into families that are wealthy. You know, I like to look at the Kardashians and I like to look at their brother, Rob, how, so the Kardashian girls, oh my gosh, my stomach is going crazy. I need to eat something, that's why. The Kardashian girls, they're very camera savvy, you know what I mean? They like to go in front of a camera. They like to perform. They like to talk about stuff. But Rob, he's like, yo, bro, I don't want to be on camera. Because I don't know what his reason is, but he has a reason. But he does pop up every once in a while and he has quick conversations with people and then he's off the camera. Like he doesn't like to be filmed that much. Like Kris Jenner, I think that's her name. Miss Jenner, because she's their Mrs. Jenner. No, she's Miss Jenner. Miss Jenner or Mrs. Jenner. Her husband was very much like, I would like to be filmed. So like there's people out there. There's all sorts of people out there. There's all sorts of people out there. I'm gonna get a quick snack. I'm gonna set up. This is just gonna be a setup live because I'm not sure if filming me editing my book is going to be much of a thing. You can hear my stomach, bro. That shit is going crazy. Show me how you work. What?
Oh, I wanted to look at all that snow. Yo, I'm telling you, it scared the hell out of me. I'm sitting in Zoom and then I thought it was an earthquake, Abram. I promise you, I was like, damn, we have another earthquake, but everyone else in the Zoom stood still. So I was like,
Well, that was no damn earthquake. First of all,
it was really heavy.
It was heavy, but like it wasn't.
Damn, and it's just did ice fall to the ground?
I don't know, Glenda. Can you see?
You know, Abram.
Because I don't understand you. Okay, you come in my room just to look at snow. What the fuck?
You know what? You're an asshole.
Show me how you work. Yeah, my camera, very, very limited. The Nikon Z30, bro. You're taking a video for like max 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then that shit is dead. It just clocks out. It's just like, all right, peace out. You know, I'm already done. All right. You know, I don't like, the problem with live streaming is like the fact that it's so laggy. Not laggy, but like I'm watching myself and I'm just like, because you have to, for YouTube, if you're not logged into your YouTube thing and you're not streaming from YouTube, it doesn't actually stream. So I have the Venus Live 2, so I can record directly from it. Like I don't need to connect it to my computer or anything. It's a standalone camera. I could put it anywhere in the room and it just records. But the problem that I see is that like when I'm looking at the camera on my computer, it is so late. Like it's definitely a good 30 seconds behind. 30 seconds, bro. So it's annoying looking at that, but whatever. I needed to eat something because my stomach was on the fritz. Let me do some work while I eat. So 30 minutes so far. I started live streaming at 2. Yo, everything is dying on me. want to take a picture. Ha, I lied. I'm going to take a video. Yo, that's me live streaming right there. This is what behind the scenes looks like. Oh, I thought I had something there that wasn't supposed to be there. That would have been bad. But yeah, this is a Venus live too, just recording right there. And then you have to be streaming on YouTube. My stomach is killing me right now. So I got a little applesauce going right there. So I'm back at making videos, and I'm back at not being able to keep up with the videos that I've created. I like to keep people updated, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm doing right now, but like if I have to deal with some lag, then I'm going to have to deal with some lag, because as you can see right here, this is my notes, and I write a lot, and I edit these writings, and I go back and I compilate it into a book that everybody can read. I haven't started promoting it, but I'm going to. It's going to be something else that I talk about, because I talk about May a lot, I talk about my family a lot, and I need something else that I can talk about, that I can be like, you know what, this is what I'm doing. So as you can see, there's a lot of writing there, bro. I just write my head off, you know what I mean? I just have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, this is behind the scenes, and you can see the lag. You see how laggy that is? Oh my gosh, bro, that shit pisses me off. But whatever. So what I'm thinking of doing, I'm gonna buy another mic, and get this. When did I buy this? Best Buy. I bought this from Best Buy, right? Oops. Oops. You hear my stomach? Oh my gosh. I don't know why people get animals, bro. Like, you are an animal. You're taking care of yourself. Why are you going to get another animal to take care of? You know what I mean? Like, these people can't even take care of themselves, yet they have like 15 different animals. I was talking about someone specific, but that was kind of mean. But she's always mean to me, so like I don't know. I don't know. This person is very mean. Like, she just has an aura of like dickheadedness. And you're just like, whatever, dude. If you want to be a dickhead, be a dickhead. But then it gets to you sometimes. It's just like, she's just like being a real dick right now, dude. Like, you're just like, yo, bro, what the? But it lets you, it validates your dickiness, because you can be mean as well. You just don't realize it. But I feel like it magnifies for her. I'm trying to look at my past purchases. You want to know how much this thing used to cost? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. It's the DJI. It used to cost $170. Do you know how much it costs right now? $100. That's their new price for it, but they're gonna stop making it. I'm sure they're gonna stop making it, because they're not like a really big company. So before they stop making it, I have to buy another one. I have to buy another one for sure. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna edit some videos. Let's edit videos, guys. That's what you're gonna do with me today. I know I get no views on YouTube, but like I'm always here. I'm always here. I get no views. It's like getting no bitches. You get no bitches. I get no views. No views. Twitch, maybe I'm getting views, but I don't look at the stream on Twitch. I'm doing that as like something that's like in the background. I don't really care about it. You can hear my stomach. I might have to get off live for a little bit and because you hear it. Jeez. Going crazy. Show me how you work. Ba-da-da. Oh shit. Oh, what did I just do?
You know what's scary as hell? Waking up one day and being like, I don't feel like going to work. And then acting on it is the craziest thing that can happen to you. It's like waking up on a summer day and you're just like, it's vacation time. And you're just like, bro, I don't feel like doing this anymore. I liked it for a little bit, but it's just a little bit too hard for me. So like let's pivot, bro. Let's do something else. It's the scariest thing ever because you're like, what am I going to do next? And then you just do it, bro. So like, don't be too scared because people will be like, yo, you gotta go to the doctor if you're not feeling like that. Yeah, go to the doctor. But after you go to the doctor, after you get your medication, I bet you're gonna still feel the same damn way. You're gonna be like, why did I feel that way? You're gonna listen to yourself because that's yourself talking to yourself. You gotta listen, bro. Might be one of those days I drop like 10 videos because I just feel like it. Because just different ideas just be coming to me and I'll just be like, okay. I be approving all of them. But then it's like I got hella work on the back end to do. I'm working on my book. I think that's all that I'm working on, bro. Because there's not shit. Staying clean, of course, that's always the idea. You know what I mean? Like, make sure your room stays spiffy and clean because then you'll feel like making stuff. Like, you know exactly where everything's at. And stuff like that. I'm listening to Lil Yachty right now.
Little Yachty,
So
what is it called?
So like, bro, you need money for everything.
Strike. I was trying to strike shit. I was trying to strike shit. I was trying to strike shit. Like a strike, 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 strike. Okay, strike.
I see the platform that you're supposed to use. There's like Base 44. There's Lovable. There's Claude, and they all cost money to do, bro. And you're just sitting there wondering, like, how is a person supposed to get on top of shit? You know, when everything is blocked off to them. Like, I feel like everything is blocked off to me, bro. Like, I can have all these great ideas, and I'm gonna pitch it to my boy Ryan. I'm gonna be like, yo, read through these different ideas and see if anything sparks your interest, and see if you can expand on it. Because why not, bro? Why not? Why not sit there and like jot your ideas like in Big Bang Theory when I forgot his name. He had a book just sketching down different ideas of like different inventions. And that's basically what I do. So I got mad ideas and it's just like, what do I create a different email for each one and then freaking, because you only get so much for free. Like that's pretty cool of them to let you work for free for a little bit, get different prompts, and you know, bro, it look like you just couldn't aim, and you still doing it. It goes right there. Oh my gosh.
That video's hilarious. So what I do, I compile the videos, and whatever videos like compile, whatever it creates, I just be doing that because I have too many videos, bro. Look at that shit. I knew that shit, bro. I was trying to strike shit. I was trying to strike shit. I was trying to strike shit. Okay. Okay. Mm. I'm gonna make that a standalone video. Ooh, I have another standalone 12-second video. That's gonna get me a lot of likes. Like I look at this and I'm just like, this one's 38 seconds. This one's 7 minutes, 2 seconds. This one's 18 seconds. For 12/17, I have 53 seconds, 2 minutes, 27 seconds, then 9 seconds. And I know the 9-second video is gonna get me like 1,000 views because people have such short memory attention spans, bro. That's going to get people in trouble. That's going to get people in trouble. I see it. I'm like, yo, you have a small attention span, bro. I hope you realize that. They're like, yeah, whatever. I'm still smart though. And it's like, it'd be the smart people too. It'd be like, yo, you have very short attention spans. Like, you don't pay attention to shit. Like, I'm telling you, they use their intelligence just to get them to the first place. They're like, I got to first place. That's all I have to do. I have to keep first place because that's how easy this society is. As long as you get to first place, as long as you sprint in the beginning, and then you get to a point where it just plateaus. That's how people are, bro. They're like, yo, bro, I plateaued. I'm good. It's like, all right, bro, you're good. I guess you're good. Oh shit. What did I just do? No, but people sprint to plateau, bro. If that makes sense, bro. It does make sense. But you know what I mean, bro. I was trying to strike shit. Like, okay.
You know what's scary is how waking up one day and being like, I don't feel like going to work, and then acting on it is the craziest thing that can happen to you. It's like waking up on a summer day and you're just like, it's vacation time, and you're just like, bro, I don't feel like doing this anymore. I liked it for a little bit, but it's just a little bit too hard for me. So like, let's pivot, bro. Let's do something else.
I was trying to strike shit. I was trying to strike. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I just want people to see me. That's basically it. I'm going to export this. Super easy. Super easy. Super simple. Don't make it difficult. Don't make it difficult on yourself. Let me tell you that like 3 times. Do not make it difficult. That was my stomach. Yeah, it's dying, okay? Currently, my stomach is dying. It wants to eat. And I'm like, bro, I don't feel like eating. I just ate a snack. But that's clearly not, that's not what it wants. Why is it 2 gigabytes? Let me see something. 520 plus 189. That video, it does look better though, I'm not gonna lie. You know what, fuck it. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Ah. It took up my whole screen. Yeah, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna cook it, make it, eat it. I'm gonna come back on live. I'm doing the annoying stuff that I don't like to do today because I like editing my book. I really enjoy doing it. That's one of the things that I actually do enjoy doing. Because when I'm reading back to that stuff, there's so many thoughts that, like, they're real thoughts. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, I really thought that at that time. Like, at whatever time I wrote this, that day, I got it down to days. So it's like that day I was truly thinking this. This is what I was thinking. Oh my gosh. Like, that's so interesting. So that's why I really enjoy writing and I really enjoy proofreading. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what we have celebrities and actors doing, and even the president, for example, like all this meeting with people, networking, and all that networking shit. I When they get home, like what we see for singers and songwriters, we're like, okay, they created a song, so they're doing stuff on their own time. This is what they do off camera. But then what do they do other than writing? You know what I mean? Like that's where people got stuck because they're like, oh, they're writing songs, so they're doing something productive on their downtime. It's like, okay. They're doing something productive on their downtime. I guess so. But what are they doing on what downtime do they have? Because you guys don't give them downtimes. Like it's you people, bro. It is you people. Because typically it's like who is giving them the audacity to do the things that they're doing? You know what I mean? Like they're going to Tokyo just for a trip with the boys to spend like 2 million. They're going out to Tokyo. And then they go for a ride in their Maserati just to go for a ride. Like, what are they doing? They're not really doing anything. And it's because you people have given them the grace to do shit like that. Because the only thing they're doing really is writing songs. Like, that's the only thing that Drake is doing. Everything else is planned by somebody else. Everything else is planned by somebody else. Because you're worshiping his work. You're like, this is so great and everything. And then Drake is like, okay, now I need to make a music video. Okay, let me call up Don Julio. Calls up Don. Don is like, oh yeah, I got a perfect thing. Like all you need to do is come here and I'll tell you what to do and you just do it. And Drake is like, all right, cool. I already got that down. What else do they do? All right, the concert needs to be set up. All right, let me call John. You call up John. You're like, yo, John, how's the concert going? It's like, all right, yo, it's cool. Then they call up their manager, and their manager is like, okay, you have to practice from 1 to 7, and then you got meetings from 7 till 10, and then everything else is your free time, bro. I was like, all right, cool. I got some free time. What should I do on my free time? It's like, yo, you should go to the strip club, or you should hang out with the boys because all you've been doing is working. Their whole day is planned out by somebody else. And then the only thing that he does, he's like, nah, I got to work on my stuff. And it's like, all right, yeah, we're going to be in the studio from 1 till 5. We're going to bang out some music. We're going to find some music. So they're sitting there. He's banging out stuff from 1 till 5, and then he repeats that whole process of like calling people and be like, yo, are you gonna get this done? Are you gonna get this done? Or he doesn't even call people. He doesn't even do that. He doesn't connect people. It's his manager that's doing all that. It's like, yo, the manager's calling like, yo, it's Drake's manager. We want to see if we can get together. You and Tyler the Creator or somebody like that. We want to see if you can get together. And then Tyler the Creator is sitting there playing video games as his manager is talking to Drake's manager. And Drake's manager is like, yo, can he meet up with us? And then the manager looks at Tyler the Creator's schedule and is like, yo, he's free on Monday. And then the other Drake's manager is like, okay, Drake is also free on Monday. We'll move some stuff around. He doesn't even know that he has to do all this stuff, but we'll move some stuff around to get the lyrics down and everything like that. And you know how they talk about, when they talk about these artists, they're like, yo, bro, these people, they be giving you, they be writing the lyrics in like 5 minutes. I remember I was watching this one video. They were like, yo, Justin Bieber was literally like, I sent him the song, and 5 minutes later he comes back with the fire ass verse, and he's already done in 5 minutes. So it's like these they're working literally for like, you know, people don't realize that the amount of time that these people work is really not that long. And that's where everybody gets lost in the sauce. It's like what they do, a rapper, for example, Drake is going to make a verse, and he's going to work on one song, and that song is going to take him about 3 hours, right? He's just writing. He's a genius. He's a musical genius. He's just writing, and he's like, okay, this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense. Okay, this is the flow of the song. Okay, so for each song, he spends about 3 hours on each song. Just think about it like that. So you're sitting there like, okay, he spent 3 hours on each song. How many songs are in an album? There's about like 12 songs. Let's just say there's 12 songs. 3 hours times 12. 36 hours. 36 divided by 24. It took him 1.5 days to make that whole album. Let's just say hypothetically. In reality, it takes like a month. But he created all that work. It took him a month to create all that work. And then what other people do, other people come in and they're like, okay, we're going to expand this to a whole year. You know what I mean? That's what they do. And it's absolutely ridiculous because he's worked for 1 month and then they expand it into a whole year. And really that 1 month is now 12 months. And it's like, what else could he have been doing if he didn't plan those concerts, if he didn't plan those meetups, if he didn't plan those random, fan meets? What if he didn't go on television? What if they took out all that noise? Because that's noise, bro. That's what people don't understand. Like, going to one of their concerts, that's just noise, bro. They're just making $1 million that night. That's all they're doing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make $1 million tonight. All right, cool. Go and make $1 million. But what if we took out all of that? What if we took out his team? What if we took out all that? Because what is really him? That's the question. It's like, oh, what's really Drake? All right, he makes the music. It's like, all right, he makes the music. Does he plan the concerts himself? Does he do all that himself? Does he do the mic check himself? Does he do the lights himself? It's like, no, that's other people doing it. So it's not really him. It's like, no. He memorized the verse. He memorized his music, and he just repeats it every night, and he makes $1 million from it. It's like, it's just repetitive stuff. Like, he's not really, is he creating more music while he's doing this? He's like, no, he's performing. He already made the music. It took him 1 month to make the music. Now we're doing tours, and then we have to meet with people, and we have to do PR stuff, and then we have to meet with Nike, and we have to meet with Louis Vuitton, and then he gets like 4 months off. And on those 4 months off, he doesn't really write or anything. He just hangs out with people. And it's like, okay, so he's not really doing anything. It's like, yeah, not really. He just works for 1 month. People don't understand that is typically how it works. All right. You want to work for as short as possible. You just want to work for, a week, and then you take off for a week. That's how it typically works. If you really love your stuff, then you work a little bit more, but there's breaks in between. There's huge breaks. But sometimes you don't feel the pressure. Like Drake, he doesn't feel the pressure whatsoever. He's like, yo, all I have to do is work for 1 month, and then the rest of my year is already planned out by somebody else. My accountant has it planned out. Oh my gosh. I need to go eat. My stomach is ridiculous, bro. I swear. It's like I just got interrupted by a little kid and I'm pissed off. It's like, yo, what the hell? Why is my stomach going crazy like that? My stomach's going crazy. But okay. I want to take a break here. And then I'm going to eat. There's my stomach. And I'm talking a lot. And I'm barely doing any work. I'm going to end this stream. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a great day. I might stream again. I'm going to edit my book and then I'll stream after I edit the book, because that's something that's really important to me. Like, that's the one thing that I want to do. But all right, guys, peace out.